Right. Now, Quran and Sunnah combined, probably still don't set out 100% rules for everything. Probably can't. I mean,
I did not get your question.
right. I mean, Quran and Sunnah combined, are they sufficient for setting out rules for life? Are they sufficient? 100%. You don't need any more interpretations, any more comments, nothing. I can just take them as they are.
No. You see, there's a point. The Quran, if the Quran wants to mention all details that should be happening, all details, you will be having cars, you will be having subways. It's right to ride subways, but it is not right to ride the airplanes, for example. You think these details should be mentioned in one volume? It will be hundreds of volumes.
Yes, I know. Of course, it's impossible. That's what I'm saying.
So, Quran gives the basis of all the things that you want to know during your whole life, from the time it was revealed until the day of judgment.
So how do you get now the rules for the things which are not in the...
To give you an example, if you want to establish a school today, and there was no school in the same format that we have today, all right? We go to the Quran and the Sunnah. For example, we see, is it wrong to have a school? No. The Quran urges us to seek knowledge, to seek etc. So it does not agree with the basis, but it does mean that Allah has to mention all details of every single matter. What about the atomic bomb? Shall we invent it or we should not invent it? Quran gives you the basis of all the details of what you need really in your life. Give you a small example also.
But it's a matter of interpretation at this point.
Pardon?
Of course, I mean, it's a matter of different people. I mean, depending on your conceptions or preconceptions of certain things, depending on your opinion, different people might interpret it.
Yes.
I could easily imagine someone who has read the Quran, Sunnah, and is Muslim, coming up with yes or no answers.
It's wrong to think that everything is prepared, just like a cake prepared for us. It's wrong to think that everything is prepared and we don't have to think, we don't have to use our minds. No, that's wrong. But we use our minds. We created it for what? Only to have work, to think about, life means issues? No. But rather to think about religious means also. Not only this. People today they are very open-minded with things concerning the matters of life. But when it comes to the matter of religion, you go and see them there, how black-minded are they? They don't think. So, just one second. What was I saying? Yes, there are interpretations. There are interpretations for the Qur'an and for the Sunnah, but these things should be permitted. People who are giving these interpretations, they should be qualified. Those who study the Qur'an and study the Sunnah.
And they should give much less value than the actual. It still can be wrong.
Sure. But there must be knowledgeable people, scholars, I mean. If he makes some ijtihad, it means exercise. He tries his best to find out the best opinion. The Prophet said, if he makes it wrong, while he tried the best, if he makes it wrong, he will be given one reward. If he makes it right, he will be given 2 rewards. Because he tried his best, but he did not find the truth in certain matters. He will be rewarded in both ways, whether he made it right or wrong. I hope you understand. But the one who gives his own opinion, which was based on his ignorance, is not rewarded, even if he made it right. Because we are not
made it right.
Yes, I mean, if you, for example, if I give an interpretation. You are not allowed to interpret the Quran except through certain basis. You have to get knowledge. How can you interpret the Quran while you are ignorant, for example? So he made it, he made it like this. Yes, this is my interpretation, and it was right, but the procedure was wrong. Because I hope you understand what I mean. The approach is wrong. The approach is wrong.
It's right in this context. I was just concerned about other things. You see, I was concerned about the fact that people might act in the right way or might obey certain rules.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, I know.
That's not what I meant. I meant a person who gives dangerous decisions. Because when you talk about, when you interpret the Quran, you come. Listen. When you interpret the Quran, that is a dangerous method. It's not a normal method that you interpret as if you are interpreting any other method. You are interpreting the book of God, the word of God. You have to know what you're saying. Even if you made it right, the approach is wrong. You're not going to be punished, or you're not going to be. It's not considered wrong because the answer itself, because of the approach. We're not allowed to speak without knowledge. That is the case. I hope this is understood to you. Are you Muslim?
No, I'm not.
You're not Muslim. You're Christian.
No.
You are agnostic. You are atheist.
No, I'm not atheist.
Agnostic. Searching for the truth.
Let's put it this way.
How do you feel? Is it close to you now?
I mean, I've studied Islam. I mean, it's closer than anything I've come across before.
Alhamdulillah. May Allah guide you. May Allah open your heart for guidance. But be careful. When you study more about Islam and you don't follow it,
I said that what the Christians say is a falsehood. It's not true. Why is it a falsehood? Huh? Why is it a falsehood? It's a falsehood from many angles. First of all, it is not the way of God or the religion of God that He sends someone or causes someone to die for the sins of other people. Okay? The way that you. How can you judge what God wants to do? Because God told us in the Qur'an.
In the what?
He also told us in the Bible. In the Qur'an. He told us in the Bible. But the Bible, why should I believe the Bible?
Yeah, but why should we believe you?
I told you, listen to my talk. If you listen to my talk, could you just quickly recap from the Quran? I said.
He did.
So how do you know it's stupid when you didn't even hear? Or you just like a sheep like him?
Like a sheep?
What's he? Your
Do I
shepherd?
look like a sheep?
That?
Do I look like a sheep? Like that?
Well, I don't sound like a sheep. Your mentality
you
sounds
sound
like
like
a
a
sheep
sheep.
mentality. Then what he says, you just say, yeah. What's that? You didn't even hear what I have to say.
I'm listening to what you said.
Huh? Can we hear what you're gonna? Can we hear what like I said? Okay. You see, I don't believe in a book. It tells me this. It's the Bible. I get the Bible out. I have my Bible here.
Why do you carry a Bible around with you then?
Let me tell you, okay, that I spent 10 years in a monastery.
Yes?
I just want to tell you, so I know the Bible. I know Christianity quite well.
But do you live it? Have you ever lived
I
it?
lived it, yes, I lived it. No, I lived the life. Here it goes. Huh? And God said, let there be light, and there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and He separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. Right? But it's not until the fourth day that God says, let there be lights in the expanse of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark the seasons, and let